I want you to imagine conducting an architecture experiment at an autism school. This school has been open for 10 years using effective, evidence-based educational interventions, but you think they could do even better by creating a more calming environment. To test this idea, you split the school into two groups. One group will continue learning in the same old, boring classrooms, while the other group will learn in a new and hopefully improved classroom. To achieve a more calming environment, you limit the visual fields, suppress acoustical stimuli, and create a highly ordered sequence of spaces. Over the school year, you measure attention span, response time to questions, and occurrences of self-stimulatory behavior. Before I tell you the results of your wonderfully designed study, try to answer this question. What would you expect the results to be if your hypothesis is correct? Okay. I know you are super anxious for the results, and here they are. The students in the new classroom improved. Yes, amazing, exactly what you want to see. But wait, when you look at the control group's performance, it declined. What does that mean? Shouldn't the control group improve, but perhaps not as much as the students in the new classroom? Remember, the teachers are using evidence-based educational interventions that have been shown to work regardless of special architectural accommodations. Are the teachers so bad at the school that the children's attention span, response time, and self-stimulatory behavior has been getting worse over the past 10 years? Should we believe that the only thing standing between a student's decline and success are your architectural interventions? Or is it more likely that biases have crept into your study to render your results meaningless? This whole setup might seem ridiculous, but those are roughly the results of an actual study, and it is the most cited research paper on autism design. Architects seem to be so focused on the positive results of the treatment group, they are failing to see the bright red flags being sent up by the control arm of the study. There could be many reasons for the unexpected results. Beyond the small sample size of 6 students in each group, the researchers did not appear to control for the differences in teacher experience or ability. Perhaps the control group were with less effective and inexperienced teachers. Additionally, the people that collected the data knew which children were in the control group and which were in the study group. This might not sound like a big deal, but we shouldn't underestimate our ability to fool ourselves. For example, when doctors were asked to assess new multiple sclerosis treatments, new assessments ultimately depended on whether the doctors were blinded or not. The doctors who knew which patients took what treatments found the treatments to be effective, while those that were kept in the dark found the new treatments to be of no effect when compared to placebo. Perhaps the results would have been different if the students were assessed in a neutral environment by researchers blinded to the exposure. After all, the goal is not for the students to only be able to perform in isolated, specially designed classrooms. The goal is to be able to attain and transfer skills outside the classroom to become more integrated with the larger world. The real troubling thing to me about this study is that I still think it is the best autism design study currently available. The study used a control group, measured quantifiable factors, and assessed them in a prospective manner. This puts the researchers' work leagues above architects working in the autism design field. Yet the results are uninterpretable and completely meaningless because of apparent biases. And architects are using this study to justify their work. The researchers' hypothesis may be correct, but there is no architectural study that supports it. If you believe limiting sensory stimulation through architectural interventions can help people with autism, how would you test it? What would you measure? And how would you control all the confounding factors? I think it is a difficult task, but it is a task we must undertake before we promise measurable effects for individuals with autism. I will give you a few of my ideas on future episodes of Henry Healthcare and Design, but I'm excited to hear what you guys can come up with.